morning, everybody. We got something new today. I know you're going to say it looks like the same old stuff. Well, actually, it's not. This is the Studio Restream IO program, which works just like StreamYards. So it is a little different. So let's kind of make it sort of more like StreamYards, like so you can see the thing that's different. We have my name, MicheleMarieDalene, is on the bottom of the screen here. Is we do want to experiment with some new stuff, and I used the last night Kick. It worked fine in Kick, so we're gonna try it again and see how it does here. My entire kitty. So, yeah, it's different. So, for example, I did have changed a few settings on this program to make sure it worked fine. It's funny, I'm actually a subscriber to the program and it asks me want full quality upgrade now. That's very interesting. I think this will be fine. I don't think we need to go any higher grade than this. Right now we are streaming at 720p, which will be more than fine. It'll be very slow this morning. That's okay, considering the fact that I'm feeling kind of slow this morning. I got up at 9:02 a.m., so I'm a little pokey. It's Michelle, obviously. Yeah, it's Michelle. Anyway, so Michelle was going to be playing some Turtle Wow today, this afternoon. I don't know how many hours. I have no clue. I know you don't. We'll see how that goes. We're gonna do it live on the other computer, so that's good. But I don't know how well that's gonna work, but we'll see. There's no ding dong in this software. It just shows when a new participant will come up on the side, back room, if you will. You know, backstage. So we'll try to add people as we can. And it's morning already, yeah. So they had a good show last night. I had up to 8 people on Kick, which was not bad. Nothing wrong with that. Welcome, Clem, to the show. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Yeah, so actually it's Clam. I'm sorry. I need to log into Clementine. Log into Clementine? Who's that? Who is Clementine? So I mean, this is all new. Last night we had a good time. We did pretty well with the software last night. So I said, so when guests come up, they don't just automatically come up on screen. Let me know you can hear them and stuff to prevent unsavory physical observations, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Private server. Now, speaking of private servers, I noticed that a lot of private servers are using a really old World of Warcraft client that is Windows only. And So one of the questions I asked Red to look into, I don't know if you got a chance to, is I asked him, can we replace PF Quest with a Questy? That would be compatible with the private servers other than PF Quest. It's an old Xbox 360 game. Yeah, and right now we have on Kick One a total of 11 people watching right now between YouTube and Kick. So I suppose 10 of you guys are on YouTube. Welcome to the show, everybody. So we're gonna try to get some World of Warcraft gameplay up tonight, and what I'm gonna do is I might try this, but I want to try to turn on the speech, the text to speech on the other computer so I can hear the comments. And I don't use add-ons. Well, maybe you don't, but I've always found that Questy was always nice because it helps me find out things on the map I'm looking for. You know, maybe some people don't use add-ons, some people pay barefoot, and I'm not one of those people, so. But they also like Bagman. That's one add-on that I wish they had. Because it's kind of nice when you can combine all the bags together in one big bag. So you can say, oh, do I have a space in here or not? Because I thought my bag was full, and I forgot I had many little bags, and I had to open them up, all of them individually, just to see that my bags are mostly empty. Yeah, some things are kind of hard to find. True. So, everybody asks me about the European servers. Do they play good on my computer? Yeah, they do, actually. They don't have any major lag problems with Europe. It works fine. I guess the European servers, no one has dumped manure on their fiber optic cables yet. The farmer protests. But right now, let's talk about something a little more American issues. Right now, is in the United States, the illegals are kind of getting pissed off with New York, the city that is, because the fact is they want free housing and free food and free, and the city of New York has said to them, we can't afford to give you any more free. We're broke. I think that's why they wanted to make Donald Trump pay that fine that they wanted him to pay so bad, was because they needed more money to pay for all their programs. Well, that might be true, that it took us a while to get the technology affordable enough that it was, within the cost for internet service provider, and prior to them, telephone companies to deploy them. It took a while for that. They became available technology with the development of the orange Corning glass that would be ultra pure glass for such light transmission over great distances. And but I mean that's a good thing, though. I mean, technology does keep on marching along, even on YouTube channels. We have to sometimes experiment with new software and new ideas, and that's just the way it is. Now, by the way, with this software, we don't have to do it like we do with the screen right now, because there is a built-in side chat function. If I turn this on over here, you can, and I can mirror it. You can actually mirror it on the screen. When some new first chat comes up, it'll come up on the sides here. But that's a little bit much for screens go. So we'll just not bother mirroring overlay on top of an overlay, because that's too many things to see on top at once. But the technology that we're experimenting with for us is kind of new. I say kind of because Studio.Restream.io is licensed StreamYards. So this is really StreamYards. Well, everybody knows about AI, but it's something that had been thought about for a long time. You know, ever since the early 1950 science fiction, when we had dreams of robots that could answer questions and help us out with chores and give advice. So, yeah, it could be very well from the Roswell craft, if you think about it. I mean, before that, or robots ideas actually goes before that. But 1950 science fiction was a very fascinating idea, um, of going to Mars and Venus and establishing um, some really neat ideas for society. Let's one tech one boom. Yes, I know. I agree. I mean, some of it started, the tech actually came out of the Cold War research as well. Um, and that's something that most people have no idea about. Where does tech come from? Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Tech has always been with us. We've always had tech. But you're right. Prior to the 19, actually, I say back to about the, starting with Nikola Tesla, um, and his research into AC and wireless communication technology and power distribution. Remember, your wireless charger pad that you put your phone on was partially in development of something that Nikola Tesla was already working on, which later he was working on to expand it into, he wanted to be able to transmit power wirelessly through huge transmitting power towers that could send power through the air. Come out about all these wildfires. I think the wildfires are too suspiciously strange um, to be natural. There's just too many of them. Um, I mean, you would have to have a huge number of lightning strikes in the South U.S. I didn't get the latest graph today, but this is part of the last plan. Last plan for what? Considering the fact is that the fires in Texas alone have destroyed several communities, killed lots of livestock, and devastated families. I would say the only thing that what you could say is the last plan is the last plan to make the price of beef so expensive that nobody can afford to eat a steak. But you can sure smell the steaks barbecuing as the poor cattle succumb to fire and burning to death, unfortunately enough. Which is a sad thought. But that is what indeed what has happened. Can I get the graph up on the screen? I think you can. How do we do that? let's see. How do we do that? That's a good question. Let's see. So let's open up another window. Let's see where we are with the fires right now. Yeah. That's such a huge bookmarks files. All the bookmarks. Let's try it with the software. The NFA fire maps. Okay, well, it looks like I'm pulling this graph up on the screen. Just give me a second here. Okay, now I got it on the screen. Now I gotta go pull it up here on this software program. I'm gonna use the share screen option. So here we go. Hit share that screen. Okay, and we can see what's on the screen here. See if we can see it. Okay, now I gotta click on an app. Okay, there we go. This is the fire map, and this is a pretty good idea where we stand right now. There's the two fires down by Dallas and Houston. Looks like there's less orange on the screen. Thank goodness. The Linden Creek fire ID is still burning at 5.65 kilometers. It doesn't say if it's contained. But burned up 1,396,000 acres. The Dallas fire, or the one that's close to Dallas, is 100% contained. The North Wind's second mountain fire burnt 9.22 square kilometers. Then we have some fires over down here in Florida as well, near Miami. Burnt, wow, a lot. Oh my goodness. 45.71 kilometers squared and 118 square kilometers. Oh, that helps. Yeah, zooming in there. And then we have another fire over here in Missouri. Have two cooking ones here. Wait, that's burned the Carmen Springs fire ID. Wow. So we got a little bit less orange, but I do think that it looks like there's a lot of things getting kind of toasty here. Kind of like Quiznos, right? Toasty. Just kind of something to think about. So this kind of sad that all that stuff's burning. It is very sad. And you know what? I don't think it's an accident. I'll be honest. I think the there's something about the fires to me that seems to say, "Oh, that's neat." Like I said, I'm playing around with the software. Eek! Wow. Yeah. This just kind of sad. So that's that's just the reality. The things are burning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, David S. Welcome to the show. So our world is slowly getting barbecued, if that makes any sense. And I want to go back and look at this map for a second. Let me see if there's any thing going on the East Coast. Because we don't really, I didn't look at the map to see if anything's going on the East Coast because all these logos are on the screen covering up the East Coast. I don't see any fires on the East Coast at all. Um, the farthest east we got, and that's close to me, is Atlanta. Right over here. They burnt about 400 or 1.2 1,200 acres, distance of 1.88 square miles, 4.86 square kilometers. But there is nothing burning in the East Coast. However, I can zoom out. Oh, cool! I didn't know that. We do see that there is a fire near North and South Dakota. Can I zoom in on that? Okay, let me. I'm looking at. I'm not having a screen right now. Oh wow! I can zoom in really good. I didn't know I could zoom in that good. Cool. So, yeah. If the people of Texas were such great Americans, the civil conflict would have been already kicked off. I don't know. I wouldn't say that they're necessarily comfortable with the fact that their universe is burning. Let's go back to this on the screen here. I want to tell you what I was doing. I just found out the stuff where I can zoom in on this map a bit better. So let's do that. Let's zoom in on the Houston fire. Right. So it's a whole bunch of itty bitty little fires. That still makes it scary though. So really is close to the edge and wow. Quite a bit of information there. It looks a lot better than when you look at it like that. Then it looks like the entire area is burning. Arkansas. It's a lot of itty bitty fires, but there's just so many of them. It does make me feel bad though, because I'm like watching this and going to myself and saying, how in the hell did that ever happen? Makes me feel bad for everybody. Because it really does. Eek! Oh, what did I do? I made the screen huge again. I see that. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. I don't like to cover my chat. And I can't read it. Alright. So that's some key places for sure. Good to see you, Brian. Welcome to the show, Brian PC. Good morning to you. Okay, I guess somebody wants to come up on panel. Let me get this on the screen here. This is something I have to learn to deal with a lot of little triggers.
That's it.
Good morning.
Morning. I like this. I thought I'd give this a try. This is nice, Michelle.
Yeah, it's pretty good software.
Yeah, I can see the chat really well. That's 100% better.
Well, I'm deliberately streaming in 720p this morning to make sure that everybody can see us clearly.
No, I mean the chat. Instead of being on the YouTube side, I can see the chat on this
Yeah.
restream. It's very good. I like it. What's this called?
The software is part of
Restream.
my Restream package. It's called Studio.Restream.io, which is a licensed copy of StreamYards that Restream.io is using for their customers.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
So, feature wise, it's pretty basically good. So,
Hmm.
Leo's here. Good morning, Leo.
Oh,
Welcome.
morning, Leo.
Yep.
So, you got anything planned today, Michelle? You doing anything exciting?
If you call playing at least a few hours at Turtle WoW exciting, I guess it was something I said I was going to do last night.
Right.
You know,
Oh, you'll find it exciting. You'll be
plus
fighting
he's
and
outside, Red. He just went out this morning. He knows the drill. Yeah, I like to do is start setting the camera, and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go outside now." Okay.
does Rusty go to the toilet outside?
Yeah, he does. He takes care of. I mean, he uses the cat box too. He does both.
Right.
Um, and so like you can see the weather. Let's see, get that on the screen here. Oh, right button. It's a little wet out there right now.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
No.
Remember, our tree is ready for March, so we need to get some new cards up on it. So
Right.
let's see if we can try to get some people to contribute a bit to the show to help we can get start adding people in there for March. Yeah, I gotta take some clumps out.
I
I'll take care of
think
that
you're
later
right,
on. That's
Michelle. The tree
for
is
this week.
looking very bad, Michelle. Very bad.
Yeah.
So
Well, would be better
I
because
will
there's no.
be on the tree then if I donate right now. You might as well have kept my card, put the same one up again.
Yeah. Get my card from last time, but I already threw all the cards out from last month. Because we
Okay.
start fresh. First of all, the last some of the cards, early ones from last month, were like a little bit too big to. Okay,
Yeah,
donations
they were a
gifted
little
out.
bit. Oh,
Who's gonna
Krista
give
got it.
take it?
Woohoo!
Krista got it. Congratulations.
I like this music, Michelle, that comes on.
You'll notice it now. You get extra noisy because you got both. The other kid, the kitty comes up, and the other Botrix character now come up. So we
I
tried
like
to.
it.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're trying to make some things better a little bit at a time. So, I think today when we're playing Turtle Well, we'll try to turn on the text to speech so that we can hear the comments on the gameplay. But I'm
Yeah,
afraid.
but do they work properly? I mean, if I said something, is it gonna say exactly what I say?
It's pretty good. Oh, another donation came out.
Yay! That's 2 people for the tree.
Ladies and
Yes,
ladies,
Leo got that one.
congratulations. She got one too.
I like that, Michelle.
Maybe it's a little bit too much, but at least it works.
It's not. It's great.
Yeah. At least you can't
Oh,
say that you're
flipping
not going to
pots.
acknowledge. So the Botrix notifications also applies on the YouTube on the OBS side too, because actually OBS is still the camera here. We um, we just are using the OBS as the camera switcher, and we use the Studio Restream IO to do the actual streaming. It's cool, said Brian PC. Thank you very much. Glad you like it.
It is cool.
And also, Noodles, unfortunately, I don't think has the new link. It's the same link as last night. It's a permalink.
Well,
So
Noodles
that's
is
good in
streaming,
a
I think,
way.
Michelle. And I think he's booked himself in a hotel. And he's streaming all that at the minute, so
He's booked himself into a hotel.
I think so.
So you think he's just wants to be closer to the family to take care of the issues that he needs to deal with?
It could be that. I don't know why. I just popped in this morning and said hello. And he was showing us a hotel he's booked into tonight. So I
Okay.
should think he's got a lot on his mind at the minute, Michelle.
I
He's
know he
got
does.
he's got a lot going on.
I mean, that is a sad loss.
Yeah.
You know, in this family.
Yeah. A big
Only
loss as well.
$2.99. Yeah,
A
well,
parent is a very big loss.
it is a big loss.
It's someone who's
Unfortunately,
been
I
with
never
you
got a
from
chance
day
to say
dot,
goodbye to
isn't
my
it?
dad,
Really?
though, which would have been
Yeah.
nice if I could have said, um, let's see something for a minute. What's that, Loom? Okay, well, you have it set now to automatically show people on camera. She's actually showing a shot, Loom, so there's nothing to see. Oh, see. I have it set so it doesn't show blank people on camera. When I say blank, I mean people that don't have the camera on. So
Right.
there's the streaming just now.
Does
I
it
know
allow you to put a picture on here or not?
it's the background that comes with the software.
No, I mean, like, if I want to put a photograph up, can I put one up?
Oh, yeah, you can put a photograph on your screen. The
Okay.
software just share your screen.
I'll look into it later.
Yeah. I don't know what the software looks like from the average person side, but if it's anything like on this side, just go click on the sharing or share screen, or you can just change the thumbnail to a photograph, or
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I can't be bothered at the minute.
because let's see what
He's
features I
in
got.
Bear Mounting, Krista said. Do you know where Bear Mounting is?
No, I don't.
Oh, no, I've never heard of it either.
It's live here in Mount. It's live. He's in Bear Mountain, New York. No, I don't know where that is. I think that's upstate New York.
Do him good to spend the night at a hotel and try and take his mind off things. He seems a bit lost to me at the minute.
I think was very close to his mom.
Yeah, it's a big loss, a parent. It's yeah.
Just like I was really close to my dad.
Right.
Before my dad passed away, he actually he had gotten some insight when he had his NDE that answered more of his questions about me than he even thought he had. And one of the things was in the end, that's why he kind of chilled out a bit, was because he realized that what I am is was intended to be this way from the beginning, and that
Right. So did he accept you in the end?
yeah, he did.
Oh, that's
Was
great,
more
Michelle.
accepting, but my mother wasn't so accepting. Still, she was
Right,
still
but you've got to understand things were different back then. A lot different. I
yeah,
mean, it wasn't even heard of, was it? Really, back then,
not really.
anything
I mean,
anything to do with men or women or It wasn't out in the open
The
or anything.
the woke thing wasn't really a thing yet. People,
Yeah.
um, there wasn't really much discussion about hermaphrodite intersex.
Right. Yeah. No one
So,
even heard of it. I bet no one had even heard of it back then.
ever since Stonewall, 1969, you started to see the gays come out first, and then we all kind of said, "Oh well, if you're not standard, then you're gay," um, and then later on, the medical information started coming out more into the public awareness
Yeah.
with the people that were transgender, and then my mom thought, "Oh well, maybe you're just transgender." Redis noodle is has game mods. MMD's name. I don't know what that means.
You can put words in your chat where you don't want them said so that no one can type them.
Yeah.
But I don't know about that. Maybe if it was a capital.
Well, the thing is, like I said, is that so things changed a lot in the 1980s. The world started to change. The way we started to perceive people was different then. A lot of
Yeah,
it
and
used to,
on
but
it,
then of
yeah,
course used
so
to go up
your
and show
mum
this morning.
probably had never heard of it, Michelle. And back then it would have been shameful. There's all these other things that your mum and dad would feeling that because they didn't understand, and it was
Well,
just
I
lack
think
of
my mom
knowledge.
and dad basically, I think ever since I was born and was diagnosed as being legally blind in 1973, that must have been a kick to my parents' guts big time because back then, in the late 60s, they had the American dream of having healthy kids and a family, and things didn't quite work out the way that they expected with the family. The
Mm,
fact is that my father tried to be the breadwinner and start a business,
mm,
have a nice house, and
mhm.
something that many baby boomers could understand. That when I was born, the whole world kind of flipped upside down because now you're dealing with a child with disabilities, and at the same time, my father tried to start a business competing against his brother, and in the floor laying industry. Northland Flooring was my dad's business, but Deline Flooring was already well established by that point, and it got all the good contracts for public schools and things like that. And he couldn't get those kind of contracts. Then you had an energy embargo of the 1970s when the cost of fuel in the first trucks really just got to be too much. There was so many
Mhm.
things that were going on. Plus, the house my parents had was a money pit because
Right.
it had terrible water. The well was full of minerals. It was clogging up the water pump. Something
Wow.
fierce, and it destroyed the boiler in the basement because of mineral buildup, and that kind of
Well,
made it
so
hard.
life was hard back then as well, on top of everything else. So you can't really blame them for lack of knowledge. They had lack of knowledge.
Yeah, I had a lot
But
of lack
Young's
of
all right
knowledge, a
now.
lot of things.
You and your mum get on great now. Well, not great, but you're
My mom
talking.
is well, where the good news is that I look at the world is chalking up for experience. You know,
Yeah.
you're never too old to learn, no matter what anyone tells you. What does life stand for? Learning is fundamentally essential. Life is a living classroom. This is where you
Yeah.
learn things.
Right.
I try to come up with a meaning of the word death, and I haven't quite come up with that makes any sense.
Mm.
Um, then even advanced. Uh, And I get that part. Didn't even advance, but then what does the TH stand for? That hard? Didn't even advance that hard. Oh, oh well, we'll see how that works. So everyone is beautiful, says Brian PC. Thank you very much
Everyone is
for those words.
beautiful in their own way.
So, like I said, I do want to get some turtle wow today.
Woo!
I just hope that I
Are
turn
you gonna
on.
play that live, or you're playing that
Yeah,
live,
we're
aren't you?
playing it live. Yeah. Uh,
Ooh,
but we're gonna try to text the speech option for the chat so I can hear the comments. What I really would like to do is change the game to be click from so it doesn't have to be click to focus. So that if I have to jump in the chat, that's not gonna pause the sound on the game. Um,
right.
but we're gonna try some new ideas to see how that works. We still gotta fix this plug. Yeah, this plug is
Crunchy. I can hear it.
scratchy. Yeah, it's the female plug on it. I think that there's probably just this intermittent connection. This Kamala Harris beautiful. Yeah, she's not bad looking.
She might have a really, really, really nice personality. There's other ways of being beautiful. It looks aren't everything.
I mean, physically she looks fine. I mean, she may seem surly, but honestly, I don't think that she's a bad sort. I think, if anything, she's in a position right now where she really didn't want to be placed in that position. I mean, if that
Good
makes any
morning,
sense.
Noodles. Oh, morning, everyone else. I wasn't even looking at the. This is a new thing Michelle's got on here called
Yeah,
Restream Studio.
yeah. Noodles, this is the link is in the woman's group. If you want to come on up, it's in the woman's group, and this is the studio.restream.io. This is like your StreamYards kind of thing. You always can tell if a person's good or not by the personality, I think. But you have to be careful though, because some people act a certain way because they're expected to act that way. Even though deep down it really does, it clashes with their internal psyche. Looks are super important. Yeah, what about the way people perceive you though? That's more important.
Yeah,
I mean, you
you
could
could
look
be really good
very
looking and be a
plain,
just an
but if you
asshole.
act like a real sweetheart, people are gonna remember you more than if you look like a fashion plate and act like a giant toad. That's the truth. I was donating plasma yesterday and listening to it.
Michelle Noodles is backstage.
Okay, I do not see him on backstage here. Are you on the restream link? That's the one that's fresh on the bottom of the panel.
You
It's not
have to go to the
IDN. We're not
women's
using
group.
IDN right now.
It's a new link in the women's group. It's a
On the
new
bottom of
thing.
the screen, it looks a little bit like a StreamYards link. And since this thing doesn't have a ding dong on it, I would have to make sure I watch the side chat to see who wants to come up. Um, you know what? You want to try living dangerously? What do you mean? Why don't we post the link in public and see what happens?
Oh God.
Okay, we're gonna try that, guys. Good God, wish us luck.
All
Here
right.
is the link, Noodles, for everybody on the panel. Whoops, wrong one. That's the show. My fault. Let's get
If
the
you
right
get
one.
any dodgy people, I'll just sing over them.
All right. So here's the link we're on right now. Hit paste. This is the one we're on right now. I was gonna go live on Restream last night, but I'm kick. Oh, that's fine. Um, okay, I see something coming up on panel 9. I did hear a tone. Let's get him on. Yes, that's a Noodles. Go ahead, Noodles.
Oh Lord.
Oh, he's not talking much.
Yeah, this usually isn't a good sign.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you hear me
that's
now?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I had something open.
Why don't you turn your camera on so we can see if that works like it's supposed to work? Yeah, okay, let me put you on the screen now. How does that work? Like that.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it, Michelle. This is good, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it too because you can share videos too. I was trying to figure it out with her. It's really cool. Michelle,
Yeah.
I think me and Leo were trying to do this with her a couple months ago, right?
When we stream I don't think we did it with her, but
Happy
oh
birthday
yeah,
to
we did try this
Mojo.
stuff with her originally.
Happy
Yeah, we did.
birthday to Mojo.
Well, Joe's birthday is today or this week anyway. Congratulations.
Yep. Congratulations, Mojo. Oh man.
So, like I said, this is new software. All new. There we go. That's a bit better.
Yeah.
So it's it's different.
Yeah, I like it, Michelle.
Let's see how that
So
works.
you're at a hotel tonight?
Yeah, I got a
Why?
room at the Bear Mountain Hotel, and
Shush!
we're gonna
Don't
do
say
some
that
ice
out loud.
skating. I'm
Oh no!
sorry.
Why did you
Ice
say that
skating.
out loud?
All right, hold on, let me fix something. Let me try to figure out how to fix the background. I don't like this background. Hold on, Michelle.
You don't like the background?
Well, I don't like the background because it's got someone in there that I don't want in there. You know.
All right, don't worry about it.
Let me. I'm gonna try to fix it. Hold on. I forgot how I did this before. Okay, virtual background. Yeah, you got a lot of options here. All right,
You do.
we're gonna get rid of the virtual background. Okay, so yeah, here we go. This is better.
Okay. Well, right now I just see you in the truck. Okay. So anyway, the point is that it's still working pretty good though for software.
Yeah, it's really cool. I think this is awesome, Michelle. I think you should do more stuff like this. You know.
Well, we are. We're experimenting with new stuff.
Yeah. So how's your day today? You okay? You feeling better?
Oh, fine. It's like I said, I got up a little late this morning, but other than that, I turned the heat down last night because the bedroom was getting a little hot with the other computer running. So right now the rest of the house is a little chilly. So, but other than that, it's about the same. You know.
So Michelle, why don't we plan something? Why don't we plan on doing something like together? I mean, does it have to be like because the weather has to be a certain way, or can we go out and do something regardless?
Well, we can still do something. I mean, right now that the weather is warming up, there's less ice and slush on the ground, so walking on will be a little easier.
Because what I want to try to do is possibly get you on that new streaming thing through YouTube to see if we can get more people to your live streams when we do
Mm.
IRL.
Well, we have some new people here now, but
Michelle, you're doing that thing. Don't put people that or anything down until you think about it. Don't be negative in the beginning.
I'm not trying
Yeah,
to be negative.
Tiger, I would go there and show her like why she should do this. And I think once she does
Right,
it,
right.
hopefully it will be like she'll want to go out more. She'll get tons more views.
Whatever
She'll
you're
get
doing is work. working.
Yeah,
So, Michelle, I know
Yeah.
if you don't really watch other well, you don't watch Noodles much, but he is getting so many viewers at the minute. It's unbelievable. All new
Michelle, I'm
viewers.
telling you, Michelle, you got a really good show. Michelle, I talk about you more than I talk about anyone else. It's because I
Yeah, that's
really
true.
believe that you are like the best YouTuber I've ever seen in my life.
Well, thank
And
you.
I just don't understand how you don't have this humongous following. I don't understand how you're not getting tons of contributions and stuff like that. You could, Michelle.
Well,
I'm
You
yeah,
don't start
that's
trouble for
the
anyone,
nice thing
Michelle. You're a good
about
person.
is that like I said, when the weather is nicer, it's gonna be getting nicer this spring. Of course, we're gonna be wanting to go out a little bit and doing things outside of the
Well,
house
let's
again.
be honest, Michelle. For you, you're making more money than you ever have at the minute.
Oh yeah, almost 200. Almost got $200 for February.
She's never done that.
I think you could make more. That's all I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
yeah, but
I'm not trying
Oh,
to
I
say
know I
like
can make more than that. I got that. But the point is that we have more money coming in. And if anybody wants to come up on the panel, the link I posted the link. Um,
very rare day, everybody. Open panel. Wow. Michelle must be feeling very relaxed today.
no, it's not bad. I'm holding my own.
You got your big shopping yesterday. You got your fish sticks.
Yeah.
the only problem I have with this tiger is like all they got to do is that one thing, and then she's back to square one. You know what I
I
mean?
know, I know, I know.
And I kind of want to get back outside again anyway, because I kind of miss doing stuff outside and hanging out with people. Not because, like, in the wintertime it's kind of hard, but when the weather warms up and the snow is gone and the ice is gone,
Yeah.
it's easier to do things.
Right, you're safer on your feet.
Right. I'm safer on my feet. Yeah, definitely. That's the main thing. Is I'm always afraid of falling.
Yeah. Well, Michelle, that's why I would love to do this with you with another person. You know, if there was someone else that could help us out, that would be awesome. I mean, I can do it by myself, Michelle, but my back isn't that great. Um,
I understand that. I understand back problems too.
yeah,
I have my own share of problems with my hips. Um, but I mean, maybe, like you said, maybe we can meet up with Slingshot Warrior. Because I know that Sherry Jackson said she would like to meet with me in person one day. Maybe we could all meet up one day, Sherry Jackson and Slingshot
Michelle,
Warrior in
everyone
person.
wants to meet you. It's whether they practically can or will.
Michelle, maybe we can have a party somewhere. A meet and greet party like you always wanted to do, and
Oh, I
you
remember
know,
that, Michelle. We were gonna hire get bed and
Yeah,
breakfast. Not bed and breakfast, Airbnb.
we could
Hmm.
do that. I think you originally suggested that last year.
No, it
yeah.
was about 2 or 3 years ago, Michelle. But then when it came down to it, nobody would come.
Nobody would come at that time because there was a lot of reasons that I don't want to
You're
read.
right, actually. There was a lot of reasons why a lot of people wouldn't come.
Well, one of the reasons was that some people didn't think they could afford to get up here because it's a little bit far
Yeah,
away.
that was a big problem.
That was one of the big problems, and it's certainly understandable when you think about it. You want to get everybody together, and they're like, "Oh, I got to pay for the plane. I got to pay for the ship." You know,
Actually, Leo, he's been really good with Michelle. They actually get on quite well.
okay,
You like him, don't you, Michelle?
what's that?
Slingshot warrior.
He seems like a very nice guy. Yeah, he seemed fairly knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Um, he certainly was nice enough to speak out on my behalf on his channel.
Yes, he did. He didn't he make a video for you?
Michelle, you get a lot of support over here, Michelle. It's just that when you got people promoting you as like kind of like a joke, not a joke, but like they they turn you into like everyone can laugh, right? Everyone can have a good time, you
Yeah.
know, but they're not. It's not like we're laughing to like make you great. They're laughing to tear you down, and that's the people you want to stay away from.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with laughing at people, though. I laugh at myself all the fucking time. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
So, it's when it goes too far. There's a
And that's the
line that
problem
we
is when it
don't
goes too
cross.
far, though, because some people think, you know, that what people made you look like is the way you really are, you know,
Mm,
and that's just the reality of it. Is that some people tend to think that way, you know.
well, I would hope most people would make their own opinion up about people. I know it's easy when you meet someone, they say, oh, this person's an idiot, blah, 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 blah. But after a while, you can see for yourself what people are like.
Right.
And Michelle, you gotta remember all the people that that have supported you in the past 2 years, Michelle. Don't harp on these people that have torn you down or made you feel like crap. There's
So how do
you
you
got a
do
lot
you
you got a
think?
lot of help, Michelle. And you gotta focus on that. You gotta focus on those people, you know.
So
Don't
how do
worry
you
about
think
Ed.
school has
Don't worry
changed
about
over the
yammering and
years?
betraying those people. Who cares?
I'm gonna try something else here. That's kind of neat. Um, just playing around with the features on the screen. Um, yeah, but I mean, like I said, people really don't know me. They get this impression when they watch a YouTube channel, like I said, and so some people think I'm actually an idiot, and I'm not. And
You're far,
that's
far
one of the
from an
reasons why
idiot,
when
Michelle.
I got taken too far, back to 2017 was when I really felt like I was being character assassinated more than anything because I tried to show my intelligence, but when you got people that try to make me look like like I said, an idiot, which really kind of hurt because it's like, guys, I'm actually pretty smart. Um, but some people can't see through the character because they come to the channel and they see all this stupid stuff going on and
But they don't, Michelle, because it doesn't happen anymore.
right.
Michelle, you
This
made like you made
this
one of
is
the
what you
largest
wanted,
yeah, you
you
made a
know?
turnaround, Michelle. You had people in here, and I did the same thing, Michelle. I had people in here that were just trying to like ruin me and ruin everything, and I thought, you know what? If that's what's going to happen, then I'll roll with it. I'll make a thing out of it. I'm not going to let them tear me down. Michelle, just get away from those people. Those people are no good. Don't even talk about them anymore. Hang out with people, Michelle, that are gonna do good things for your channel. Slingshot War is not going to
Absolutely.
hurt you. Emmy is not going to
Exactly.
hurt you. JMac
Yep.
is not going to hurt you.
All right,
Hmm.
I know J Mac's not gonna hurt me, and I know Sunset Word by his personality. I know he's not a person that necessarily wants to cause harm
Oh,
either.
no, not to you, Michelle.
I mean, that's what I think is important to understand. You know, and sometimes I do get kind of get wrapped up in my little projects, like I said, the chat and things, software. But um, that's just the way I am. I'm always trying to explore things. But what was going on from 2017? I'm going to say from 2017, although it goes way back further than that. 2020, I would not have dared use this software like this on a regular basis because the people that were causing craziness.
You
Um,
know what, Michelle? Let me tell you something about you. Maybe you don't realize this. Do you realize that everything that you do, I can't do? Like I have no idea how to do it.
Me too.
You got the kick thing going on. You
right.
got this, you got that. I don't even know what the hell you're doing right now with this Restream IO thing, but you nailed it. You know,
Yep.
I
Well, I mean, a lot of this stuff is just something I come up sometimes with ideas that don't always make sense when they first come up with them. And I say, well, let's see what happens when I play with this idea, that idea, and see if it works.
But your biggest fault, Michelle, and I'm going to tell you what your biggest fault is. Anyone gives you an idea or anything like that, you knock it down before you've even thought about it. You'll come up with a reason why it's not going to work, it's no good, or you've already got that.
Well, I think some of the reason, though, a lot of ideas I shoot down is because um, I do not always embrace change, but sometimes it depends what the idea is. Is it really to help me or make me look worse? I mean, if that makes any sense. I mean,
example, Michelle, I give you 2 ideas yesterday of games you can play free with everybody
right, I saw
on
that.
your show. The first thing you did is put it down. Then
Well,
after talking,
the title seemed like it was focused more on Zoom. Last
you
time I
didn't read
tried
it
Zoom
properly.
and Mini Manson, I only because I'm not registered with the
Yeah,
Zoom.
but Michelle, you didn't read it properly. I gave you 2 links. One was nothing to do with Zoom.
Okay. Right.
So the first thing you
Well,
did
so
is
look
went,
into
no,
it.
can't use Zoom, can't use Zoom. I said, woo.
Good morning, Krista. Dyslexia and all that. Noodles can't even use your computer. I don't know about that.
Well, I'm gonna get one.
It's
I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the phone, with the editing. So I'll figure it out. It's
Do
gonna
you
take
know
me
what?
time. I can't do
He,
what you do,
he,
Michelle. I
he
don't
may
even know
not.
what the hell you're doing.
He may not be able to use a laptop or a computer, but he can fucking use a phone better than most people. I can't do the shit he does on a phone.
And don't forget, on top of that, I have physical disabilities on top of that, and yet with my eyesight and my hearing, I'll be
You
honest,
do
if there wasn't
fantastic,
any kind of
Michelle.
closed captions on my screen, a lot of times I would be totally lost.
Michelle, I've read your closed captions, and half the time they don't even say what we are saying, but somehow you work it out.
Right. Sometimes I
And I
have
don't
to.
know how you do that, but you do.
So I have to do critical listening, just like you've heard of critical reading, which is you try to look at what you're seeing on the screen, and you're asking yourself, does that match what I'm listening to? And
Oh.
if I just go by closed captions and read myself, just closed captions, I would be totally dazed and confused in the chat. Because so I have to kind of average out the two between the closed captions and what the persons are actually saying to make sure I get a good idea what the story is about. For example, when I say hail and merry meet, sometimes it comes out hail and merry me.
Yeah, it does.
Isn't that a little presumptuous to marry me when you just met me?
Well, I don't know what it means anyway. What does Hal and Merry Me mean?
I have no idea.
Marry.
I've asked her this multiple times. She won't explain it.
What does it mean?
Hail and merry me means welcome.
How the hell would you get that from that?
It's a very common Wiccan intro. It means, like I said, welcome. I welcome you, and I'm happy to meet you. So that's what it means. So hail and merry meet. I have also seen the closed captions coming out with the word meat, MEAT, or the word ME, and sometimes it says it right, is MEET. So I've been trying really hard to work on my diction.
So are you a Wiccan then? Are you Wiccan?
Yeah, I don't know.
Now
I'm
she
a
is.
little bit of everything. I mean, I'm a little Gnostic, I'm a little Wiccan. You know, I'm a little bit of a druid.
She's Jewish.
A little bit of Jewish, a little bit,
Michelle.
a little bit of Buddhism, a little bit of Confucianism. Just like everything else in my life, I'm basically a big giant potlatch. All kinds of stuff available at the smorgasbord for anybody to intake. You know. what did your daughter say? She said she quoted something. Let's see. Put it up on the screen. I passed right over it.
She says
Um,
hi. Her daughter said
oh,
hi,
here it
Michelle.
is. You're smarter than me. I'm smart, but you're way smarter than me. You teach me quite a few things I didn't know. Well, but then likewise, you also are smart in your own way too. You know
Yep.
things that I don't know. So,
Right. That's true, Christy. You drive.
we kind of benefit each other.
Yep.
You know, it's just like with the things that we do. I think going out, hanging out together is important because it helps with the socialization for both of us.
Well, yeah, but you don't really hang out as friends, though, do you? You only
Yeah,
ever hang out to go shopping
we hang
or
out as friends
doctors.
though. Actually, off camera, we talk about stuff off camera, which as friends talk about. It's not like the same stuff that we talk about on camera because things that we talk about off camera are personal things.
Right. Yeah. Don't say anything about the things you talk about.
You know.
So, Michelle, I gotta go back into this hotel. I'll be back in a little bit, okay?
So you're staying in the hotel for reasons to be close to your family for the final preparations, or
No, I'm just taking some time off,
okay,
enjoying my life.
I understand that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you have a nice little
Yeah.
holiday
Enjoy it.
and get a chance to use this time to you know meditate and relax upon the life events that you've gone through. So I
Yeah.
hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you, Michelle.
Okay.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep. Bye bye. So this is definitely different for me. This software, but what we're talking about is true. Me and Chris talk about stuff that we don't necessarily
Yeah.
talk
It's
about.
sad, isn't it, Steve Reeves? I wish Seasons could be with him.
Well, Seasons has got
I know,
things
I
going on
know,
in her
but
own life that may make it very difficult for her to be with him.
I know, but in an ideal world, I mean,
In an ideal world where she can go to the nearest portal and the mage can zap her through to her
yeah, yeah,
students, or maybe the modern day equivalent of the transporter from Star Trek, she could go
yeah,
ahead and go.
yeah. That's what he needs, a transporter.
Yeah, transporter. It also would mean that that would be really amazing technology for so many things. There would be no reason to even have airlines anymore or shipping companies when you could just basically beam a truck into one place to another.
Michelle's got an open panel if anyone wants to come up.
Yeah, the link is open.
Have you pinned the link or whatever it
I
is?
mean, this is nice because now I have it set so that just because you come on camera doesn't mean um, you can come up, you can still have the sound, and I can add your picture in manually. I
Right,
say it
yeah.
that
So
way.
it just covers your porn bombing.
Right. That's to help prevent porn bombing. But the
What a
software's still
world we
new,
live in,
so
Michelle, where you've got to make sure that you don't get porn bombed. Oh my God.
right. I love the way the closed captions came out as pond bombing. I could just see, I could just see all of a sudden see the that pawn stores guy just start dropping items for sale. Hey, here's a new item for you. Bing, you want to buy it? Bing, you want to buy this? Bing, you want to buy this? Like, you have a nice channel. Rick Harrison, that'd be funny.
Uh,
I don't think she meant that kind of bombing, but thanks, but I'm not interested. 22 people
what
right now
time
on
you
the show.
thinking of playing WoW? Oh, okay.
I don't know.
What time are you going to
It's,
play well?
first of all, I still want to try to get some things caught up with, and I want to see if I can turn off the click to focus. That way, if I ever do have to jump over to the side chat for whatever reason, because remember the Mac Pro only has one screen, and and so I have
Right.
to be able to jump between turning on the OBS, then
I
jumping
mean,
over
what
to
would
the
help?
chat.
What would help if you had someone talking maybe at the same time? Like you're playing, somebody's looking at chat and able to talk at the same time with you.
Also, I turn on not so much in the Turtle WoW doesn't have this, but the retail WoW does. You can actually turn on the accessibility options to have the computer speak your game to you. Um, and I saw that the one blind player on World of Warcraft on YouTube was using this. I said, well, I want to give this a try. Or the computer would like speak to you with what's going on with your character, what things you're picking up, how many points you're awarded. Also, you can read the in-game chat too.
Oh wow, that sounds cool.
Just kind of useful. I didn't really think
Good
it'd
for
be much
you.
use, but it's been pretty good. Um, so new software to try, and definitely from playing American Truck Simulator, which I do want to try to get some of that in today too. But then I have to go back into Catalina for that.
Mm.
Is maybe we can drive the truck a bit, and
Yeah. So
maybe,
today is game day for you. Game, game, game.
yeah. Well,
Cool.
I'll try to get some in today. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get in a lot of games, but we'll play some World of Warcraft, Turtle WoW. Today, Turtle WoW. Should we get up to level 16? At least I'm on 14, so if we can get to 16, that'd be a good start. And then tonight, what the WoW group has not yet discussed is what day would be officially World of Warcraft gameplay day. We have to come up with a day and time.
Well, who's in the group? Who's playing?
Human Body's in the group. Stoner wants to join us. Red wants to play.
Okay, cool then.
The thing
Gonna,
is, the
is
day
this
that
gonna
it's
be?
going to be 100% compatible.
Are we gonna be able to watch this, or is this gonna be recorded?
Well, today it's going to be live. On
Right.
the other Mac, it's going to be live.
All right.
And to avoid any unwanted nastiness, we're going to stream the gameplay using the setup we're using right now, using the MiFi, um, so that the game won't be disrupted because we're streaming in 720p. Um, I think people would like to see the screen in better resolution than big giant blocks on the screen. They're supposed to be characters. So we're definitely gonna try some new stuff today, and hopefully get the stuff tested and working before we go live, so we don't have any debugging sessions while we're playing the game.
So you've got to put 2 things on the tree. Remember?
Oh, got to put 2 things in tree. Yes, I do remember that. They should remind me before the show's over to copy this
I just
information.
did. I just reminded you.
Right, Brian PC gifted one. You gifted one. So I go over here, and I can just do that right now. Just today, hit just Command A for copy. Okay, and then get Command C, Michelle. It's not Control A. Oh, okay. Copy the screen. Okay. So let's go over to the thing, and that way it just copies the footage raw, and then I just clean it up, and then put the entries into here. Paste.
That's a lot of work. Couldn't you just have got a pencil or a pen and just scribbled on a bit of paper?
Yeah, we could do that. But this week's in a way too. Give the one membership, and of course, when members got the membership, it's a lot of work, but it's easier when you don't have to worry about going and say, where did I put that piece of paper? Where did I put that damn pen?
Isn't that
So
people?
still, it's pretty cool process.
Mm.
I've been good
Well,
since. All
Michelle, I think I'm going to have to go and make some more tea. So I might jump up again in a bit, but
right,
I'm leaving for now. All right, I'll catch you later. Bye.
all right. Talk to you later. Yeah, so the software works fairly well. Um, there's a little bit of a learning curve to using this, but then again, life is always a learning curve. Remember, what is life? Learning is fundamentally essential. Life is a living classroom, which is where you learn things where death is didn't even advance that hard. Meaning, basically, just go with the flow and yet don't learn anything from it. That kind of sucks. Maybe today I should take this low cost plug off and put on one of the new switchcraft connectors. Yeah, I wonder if that's why it's crackly. Is the one plug is these cheap Chinese plugs? They're not made that well. There's a big difference between these and the switchcraft. The switchcraft ones, those things are built like Sherman tanks. They're heavy. In fact, if I hit you in the face with a Switchcraft A3F plug, my God, leave you a big bruise in your face. Um, I've been good. Says Deb says, yeah, I just remembered my passwords. That's good. I love those days. Says Blazing Leo. I guess that's related to that's all you can do, Krista. Just gotta go through life and learn new skills and try new ideas. And if they work for you, great. If they don't, well, you tried. Well, she said that will never happen. I wish I could take a break from life. Well, you could always do something similar that Noodles is doing right now. Yeah, you could always take a day away from home. You know, a short little holiday, a little weekend, just to get away from all the stuff and chill out. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Getting out there and doing something a little different than the routine stuff every day. And I think that's important for people to do that. Sometimes you have to get away from all the craziness. You need it. You need that a little bit of a break. Because let's be honest, life is like a belt sander. If you stay on it too long, you're gonna be ground out to nothing but a bloody stump. Well, maybe you can't do that, actually, but there are other ways. Even if it's just to get out of the house for an hour, 2 hours, and say, okay, I'm taking a break. I'm going out to, McDonald's or Burger King or Arby's or Hardee's or, whatever for even a movie, a fun movie, one that doesn't drag you into the crazy world of wokeness. God knows we don't need any more of that on TV or screen. We see it every day. Yeah, I know. It's hard, but I mean, it can be done. It can be done. It is hard though when you do have responsibilities. My kitty's not doing well right now, said Blazing Leo. I'm giving her all my free time. I understand that. Rusty's been doing pretty good. He's been laying with me at night in the bed for a few hours at least. I wonder what's the movie for movie night. I haven't really been looking, honestly. But we certainly do have time for Tuesday to find something. Um, maybe we'll play something. Let's say maybe Fletch or Fletch Lives, or maybe Naked Gun. Something to be fun, different. You know, one that's kind of silly with Leslie Nielsen or the other guy, just so we can laugh at it. Or even Pet Detective Ace Ventura. Something like that would be kind of fun. Yeah. Yeah, my little kitty cat. I think he's realizes that I can sometimes need his companionship, because he doesn't realize that when I sleep on the bed, I usually will try to sleep facing him, and he's comfortable enough that he doesn't have, like, he's got pretty much a whole side of a bed for himself, which is going to be absolutely funny. Would be fun. So that we'll see if we can do that. Sorry about Kitty Leo. Yeah. Well, at least I'm happy to say that Rusty is happy and healthy and doing his own thing. So maybe before I go live on World of Warcraft, or maybe after some Turtle Well tonight, we'll try to see if I can find some movies in the Pirate Bay that are worthwhile watching. And so we'll see if we can get something planned. And I just, I have to make sure to watch my space on the 500 gigabyte hard drive on here, the external one, because the hard drive fills up so fast, especially editing video. Because Final Cut Pro isn't exactly the most efficient in space management. All of a sudden you see projects that fill up the hard drive so quick, even if they're 35, 40 minutes long. And next thing you know, you look out the door, whoop, now the 40 gigabytes gone. And like, dude, why does it take 40 gigabytes to hold a video that's only 30 minutes long when the raw video is only about 3 gigabytes in size? Because it's using QuickTime. And they're trying to be lossless. Well, so obviously, ideally, I need a bigger external hard drive. So, good morning, Kay. Welcome to the show this morning. If anybody wants to come up on the panel, Carrie, the link is on the top in the pinned comments. And I would love to have you come on up if you want to. And no, it's not Google Meets today, so it's different. It's this one. CAR. Command V for. Oh, wait, no. What? Gotta copy that link. Ouch. Oh, I got it. Okay, just do it this way. That'll be working out better for you. Copy that link and post that. And post it in Carrie's comment. I'm going to send it to Carrie because she couldn't see it in the pinned comments above. Love to have you come on up. That's the link we're using right now for this test. So if you want to come on up, uh, okay, all right, cool. By the way, has anyone seen the Andrew S this morning? I didn't see him today yet. But obviously he doesn't have a pinned link either because we're testing something different. So I don't know if Andrew S is here or not. Let's see. And nope, can't comment to him yet because he didn't come up on the panel yet or in the side chat. Red says Russia's asking America if they're interested in a nuclear sub sandwich. I think they're saying that they'll gladly hit Russia or America from both sides, from the east and west coast. Well, we don't really need to test of anybody in this world now. This world is too dicey as it is. And so why do we keep pushing everybody's buttons? Why does America have to constantly instigate things? America, fix your own problems within your own country first. Oh, yeah! Leave everybody else alone. Yeah. What do you think of Candace Owens? I don't really remember Candace Owens. I know that she was a politician or something like that. That's all I really remember. I don't really know what her stance is politically. I don't know Charlie Kirk. So be free. In many ways, Russians are actually more free than Americans are. Because the Constitution of Russia, in some ways, is trying to protect the Russians' rights more than the American Constitution is. We may not think so because we constantly hear Russia is trying to clamp down. But given the way that America has been aggravating everybody else, I can't say I can blame Russia on that. Yes, that's what I remember. I just didn't want to say the color. Right, that she indeed is a conservative. I do remember that. And she indeed does support Trump. A lot of people now are supporting Trump. A lot of Democrats support Trump too. Even Tulsi Gabbard, which was a hardcore Democrat, has changed her party affiliation because she said the Democratic Party is not the party I grew up with. Democratic Party, at a large level, has become too far to the left, and a lot of moderate Democrats are going, I don't want to be part of that anymore. I think she would revolutionize the black community if they would give her a chance. Well, I think a lot of the problem is a lot of the Democrats tend to be fearful. I think that because a large majority of the minorities are of the Democratic enclave. So they're always kind of afraid of being hurt. if that makes any sense. Because they were taught um, by propaganda that, oh, Republicans are bad, money grubbing, hungry monsters. But the truth is that really is true in both parties. They're always going to have people. Okay, I got somebody to come up on panel. 1 minute. Like I put it on. It's Carrie. 1 minute. Here it is. Press the button once. Once. Go ahead, Carrie. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing it right. How are you?
Good, thank you.
So, what do you think of this software?
This is nice. This was a lot easier.
Yeah. At least it's not telling you got to install Duo.
Right.
Yeah. Illegals can vote now. You know what? They shouldn't be allowed to vote anyway. Because the Constitution says that you have to be a naturalized American citizen to vote. They're not even affiliated with this country, just have an ID. It does not mean that you have the right to vote. Because the Constitution requires that you have to be either naturalized or born in this country. What do you think about that, Carrie? About illegals being able to vote even though they have not sworn an oath to the U.S. Constitution?
Um, is that a law?
It's a law in the Constitution.
No,
Under
is it? Are you saying that it's a law that they can vote? I'm sorry, my son was leaving for work. I don't know. If
no.
they're not Americans, why do they have a vote for our leadership?
Well, the Constitution forefather said at the time the Constitution was written is that you have to be either born in this country or you have to have been naturalized into this country before you have the right to vote in elections.
Yeah. So someone
Illegals
trying to undo that?
not born in this country and they have not been naturalized and taken the oath to become an American citizen. So why are we asking people that are not either one to vote in our elections?
I don't know about that part. I see the chat saying that Leo is saying they don't pay taxes. I've worked in a construction industry. They did have people who were not citizens, who were here quote
Right.
unquote illegally, and they do pay taxes. They just get a fake social security number so that they can get paid, and then they do pay taxes though. Well, the
Right.
ones I've seen, I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying some of them do pay taxes, but whether they do or don't, I don't know why they'd be allowed to vote. But I'm late to the show. Sorry, my phone's been dead for 3 days.
Okay. For 3 days. Why has it been dead for 3 days? I mean, the
The
battery's
port is,
out or it's not working.
yeah, the port's not working and the phone dies really fast. I dropped it pretty hard. I drop it every day, but then one day I dropped it especially hard, and the port wouldn't. I
So
think I broke it. I don't know.
connection to the charger.
Yes, the connection that goes to the charger is broken, but it after 3 days it finally charged. It's like the resurrection. I'm
Uh,
not trying to minimize what Christ went through. I'm just joking. But
so
yeah, it's like my phone.
it's just the cable that's gone bad because I've seen that's more of a common thing, or the cable going to the phones is tends to break more than the phone itself.
My kids all have their phones and their cables, and they tried all of them, and none of them were working.
Okay.
I'm not sure why, but I don't know how hard it is to just fix the port or if I need to replace the phone. But I don't feel well
How
enough to
old is
go
the
to a
phone?
store.
Let's start with the basics. How old is the phone?
I don't know. It's a few years old. I don't know.
I would
I'm
definitely
not good with that stuff like you are.
it's probably already obsolete. I related to the same thing with my own phone with my iPhone 8. Um, the the front of it became unglued, and So I got a new phone, which is the iPhone 15, which was a major upgrade from the iPhone 8.
I bet.
And then the other phone that uses a backup, the Android LT phone, the software is old, and so a lot of the programs that I wanted to use on it don't work anymore because they're no longer supported updates. So
It's not that old. It's the last Samsung they had before, like they've updated it since then, but it's not like that old. It's just I don't want to get another phone. I don't feel well enough to go shopping. That's it. I don't want to go out. I have to go to the hospital on Monday, and that's all I care about, just getting through my medical stuff, you know. So if I don't have a phone, I can use my laptop. I just lost all the people I was subscribed to.
yeah. Well, by nature, I believe Samsung, because it's a Google phone, your contacts list is actually synced between your phone and Google. So theoretically, that means any other Google device that's in your account can still access the other material as well.
Right. If I do have to replace it, it may pull everything up. But then I've got to pay like $20 a month or something for the, I don't know how much it is now, but like if you get a new phone, you have to pay so much per month. I'm just saying it's not a priority for me. If I don't have the
I
phone,
got charged.
you know, like all I care about are my kids. Do they have access to their phones, you know, and their jobs and their medical providers?
Yeah. Well, yeah. These companies are promise. She said, "Oh yes, yes. Illegally, I am sure the companies figure out how to get by. Oh yes, they have. But you know what? If an illegal can get a fake social security number, then why can't Lumi get one by legitimate means? It would make our lives so much easier. And
That
then Lumi can get her own bank account, so if she gets enough people in her channel eventually that she can become monetized.
well,
Which is a long way from now. Which is a long way from now.
I was about to say that might be illegal, but then I guess that's what you're addressing. And I wanted to say thank you to Red and Leo. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I'm not going to say the companies are part of the problem because they are providing employment for people. And these are people that are living in America with their families and they have children and they are contributing to the GDP. They just don't have a way to do it, you know, through the traditional means, maybe.
This is Brian P. says the part replacement is usually inexpensive. The tools used to do it are specialized tools. A professional is needed to most port replacements. But the port itself is only like $5. That's absolutely true. I can tell you, I got some of the specialized tools, thanks to Ryan PC, and I really admit eyesight, which I consider eyesight to be part of a specialized tool set. If your eyesight sucks, then it don't matter how fancy your tools are, because your eyesight is part of the tool set. So if you got shitty eyes, there's not really much you can do for eyeball upgrades, unfortunately. Yeah.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate the info. That's what I was thinking is I might just try to do that, but it's not.
There are certainly got to be a local repair shops in the area that could do the port repair for you.
Right. But again, I don't feel well enough to go do it. I don't want to leave the house that much. I just want to go to my appointment on Monday.
Yeah.
And then the next week I start chemo. Grizz, that's a good idea.
What kind of
Michelle, would you be willing to leave the country and come back in?
So what kind of cancer do you got anyway?
I have breast cancer and it may have metastasized. That's what the test is for on Monday. But I don't want to.
Yeah, breast cancer is no fun.
Well, probably no cancer's any fun.
Right, absolutely no cancer is no fun. My father had prostate cancer.
I'm sorry about that.
He had lung cancer too. We know where the lung cancer came from. He was a 2-pack a day smoker. And also because he worked in floor laying chemicals because he was a floor layer. Um, so his is mainly because of smoking and dealing with some nasty chemicals. But I don't know where he got the prostate issue from. But I think it was the prostate in the end that did him in, which kind of sucks. Yeah, but that was a good man. I liked my dad a lot. Miss him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I know he's still watching me from the other side. I don't know how many people watch me on the other side. That doesn't actually show up on the screen, but I sure would love to know. Um, say what?
Thanks, Tiger and Leo.
Need a man with healthy saliva.
Healing saliva. No, they already removed it from my breast. They just don't know if it went into my bones and lungs. I don't think saliva will get that deep in. Sorry, what? Michelle, I didn't hear what you said.
I just said was just Grace said if it's Libby could show a birth certificate. I don't have one. I don't even have a green card. So knowing the way it would end up being, they'd probably try to deport me back to Helsinki, and then they'd go, wait, but Michelle, she shares the body with us as an American citizen. So
That'd be a quandary.
talking about fun, it's almost as much fun as the fact that if Donald Trump filed an appeal and Lakeisha James is screaming at the top of her lungs because the court might give him the appeal, and then she won't get her money. She sees Trump as a sugar daddy, honestly. Yes, they want his money and housing so they can house all the illegals.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
I think if you want to risk trying to get a second social security number for Lumi, you could do that. But if you do get caught, then you probably would have your benefits removed, or you'd be prosecuted or something. So
that's the real concern.
Yeah.
So this is like Trump said, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it legally. Fine, but Mr. Trump, could you tell me how you can do it legally? That's what we would like to know. Yeah, we'd like to know how to do it legally.
There's probably not a way to do it legally.
I'm a Social Security lawyer. Fork up the money. Are you done yet? No, pay me more. I'm broke. No, paperwork approved. Oh, that's nice. That would probably would end up in Social Security court for a long time as they try to deliberate the decision. Yeah, I agree. Don't do it. It's not worth the risk. You're right. Because what happens if you end up with a Social Security number that happens to be somebody else's Social Security number? Then you have to worry about identity theft on top of everything else. You should go down to the courthouse and get married. Legal before you get deported. Well, the thing is that I don't think the United States system is ready to deal with that kind of marriage. It's complicated. It's very complicated. That's the whole problem. But we've never been through this before. Is there any other words that are more scary than that?
Have you tried to find an attorney that knows how to deal with twin flame in the same body? Maybe there's like a specialized legal counsel out there for that.
Let's put it this way. You go through all the bar legal school to become an attorney to specialize in that. Something tells me you're going to be going hungry quite a bit often.
That could be true.
This young whippersnapper, I want to do indeed the bar. I only had one client in my special practice. And that's why I have to basically make hamburgers over here at the local squeezy spoon.
Right.
That's pretty much what would happen. A wireless digital microscope tool is great about today for a limited time. A wireless digital microscope. Oh, right now I need to find some wireless digital space making. In other words, I need to find a way to make an expandable room that I can basically push the button and make the room as big as the TARDIS on the inside. I'm serious. I'm running out of space here. Space, the final frontier.
Do
The
you have enough shelves?
pack rat.
Yeah.
No, I don't have enough cells. That's just it. If you look around here in this room alone, you let's see if we can turn this camera without making us up. Like you can see, we got a lot of space that's just basically not really very organized. That you can see the panel I'm reading here, and the other monitors over here. You can't see because the camera's sitting on top of it. Actually, you can see it in the periphery there. Yeah, I need more shelves.
Yeah, you could put a few sets of shelves up and get some little containers and then, organize them. You could label them too if you wanted.
Yeah, I can gotta get some more shelves, similar to the water shelf that's sitting over here in the corner for the storage bin. And then maybe in the spring, once the water gets warm, maybe Krista and I can reorganize the storage bin, put things nice and neat outside. That would give you more room. That'd give us more room. Yeah, that would be a good idea, actually.
Are you're gonna organize a what?
Yeah, the Doctor Who's TARDIS is kind of cool, actually. The whole concept of what the TARDIS is even more cool. It looks like a police call box on the outside, but it's much, much larger on the inside. Which is really kind of a neat idea. You know, I forgot what TARDIS actually stood for, but basically it's a craft that's a transportation device. It lets you go places anywhere, any dimensional plane, any location, time and space. Um, and one thing is space is always tight around here. Which anybody who's ever has a physical limitation or eyesight or hearing mobility issues can tell you. My apartment is definitely a jungle gym. If you ever come in here and you're not aware of all the stuff that's there in the corner, ow, I hurt! I actually smacked into your table. Ow, I just ran into your shelf.
It's
Ow,
dangerous.
I just fell against your stupid TV. Going. Right. A good comparison, Doctor Who's TARDIS for American perspective is, even though this isn't even exactly the right numbers, take the size of a good old fashioned phone booth. That's your entrance. And once you get in there, it's about the size of a 5,000 square foot house.
Oh, yeah!
It actually might be bigger than that, even. Maybe. They never got the official dimensional size of the interior of the TARDIS. It just seems like it always gets bigger every episode I watch of Doctor Who. Um, but you see, said wireless digital microscope, 1,550 to 1,000 magnification, Wi-Fi portable handheld microscopes, adjustable stand. Okay, Brian PC. I will try to make sure to copy that link before I forget. But right now, what I need robotic fingers to deal with the small parts because My fingers are still a little bit clumsy. I tried to fix the other turntable with the PC board on it, which is a very simple board. But I'm gonna design that board a little differently than the way they did the factory. Um, because I still want to get the first generation Cross-Sea Voyager fixed. Because I have three, and I've had 3 generations of the Cross-Sea Voyager. The Cross-Sea Voyager Generation 1, Cross-Sea Voyager Generation 2, then the Cross-Sea Voyager Generation 3. The 2 turntables that are working right now are the Cross-Sea Voyager Generation 2 and Generation 3. Generation 3 is one that actually will transmit the Bluetooth as well as receive Bluetooth audio. Okay. Right now, Brian PC, I will do it this way. Even though it's not really a donation, I'll just kind of copy this into the list. Let me click on this so I can copy this link. Copy. And then paste it over here. Let's see. Where is it? So this is kind of like scratch paper. Paste. Okay. Yep. So I just copied it to my notes for the donations link. So I try to get that in there. By the way, Apex Bluetooth transmitter actually works pretty good. From testing it, I didn't use it since, but I'm going to be using it soon because I want to try to get back and do some more tarot card readings, and I figured that'd be a better way of having do the videos without having to worry about a cord running across my table when doing the tarot cards. Well, it kind of is. It's probably using Bluetooth, and as long as your system supports the profile protocol, then you can send pictures wirelessly to your receiving device, like your computer, and maybe it connects in by Wi-Fi. Maybe it connects in by Wi-Fi. Well, I kind of like doing the tarot cards. I don't know where it's been for the last few days. Is it wireless in a sense it's using Wi-Fi or is it using Bluetooth, Brian PC? Do you know? Because I know that there's some things that use Bluetooth and there's some things that use Wi-Fi. So I wonder which protocols are using Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. But he says, Mojo says, a wireless microscope allows small things to be seen better through a camera's or to a screen. Tiny things are seen by basically, right. It's kind of like a macro zoom lens. Yeah. Like I did on the USB tutorial. When I was zoomed in on the small USB-C connectors, this could go smaller than that. I mean, like it's important for electronics repair sometimes to get into those really teeny tiny traces that are super small. Likewise, in medical, they use microscopes for bacteria and viruses, and yes, doing biopsies and cancerous tissue as well. It's an important tool for diagnostics. Um, Different grades, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Well, Wi-Fi is guaranteed to work fine with OBS. Bluetooth kind of works. as long as this Bluetooth protocol. Um, I know for Carrie, this is way out of her league. She doesn't have no idea what we're talking about.
I'm here. I'm sorry. I was texting my son,
Okay.
and I'm texting my kids, but I'm listening. And right, I don't know what you're talking about that much, but I'm I'm willing to learn.
By the way, what stage of cancer are you in anyway?
They thought it was stage 2, and if it went to my bone, then it's stage 4. But I'll find out Monday.
Well,
But hopefully it's not.
I hope that they can save what they can. You know.
Of my breast? Oh, that's already. that, yeah,
Well,
they did try to save what they could, but that was last October. I had surgery for it, so it's effed up. I don't
yeah.
want to cuss, but yeah, it's
So I mean,
they did do what they could. I'll say that. Yeah, I'm very grateful for that.
yeah. Well, let's see what they can do. I mean, they've gotten pretty good with procedures now to help keep things looking, normal. They're pretty good about that now. They have implants they can use to.
Oh, they already did what they could. It's already done. I mean, it's not perfect, but as long as I'm dressed, it like you can't really tell. You know.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Thank you, and thank you, Mojo and Hi.
Um. So
Wait, Tiger.
Mojo, you want to come
Did
up with?
Tiger move to
Let's
what?
get Mojo on panel today. Let's see if Mojo feels like coming up. Let's see. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
but look,
By the
it
way,
says Tiger says she's back from England.
what's that? Yeah,
It's,
she's in England. Yes. So
no, she said she's back from England.
yeah. So Tiger Kitty and Mojo are both from England. Tiger Kitty lives here in the U.S. now. Oh, I don't think you want to see that comment. Whoopsie.
Tiger Kitty, Tiger Kitty lives here now.
She lives here in the U.S. now. Yes.
Oh, well, welcome to the U.S., Tiger Kitty. Why did you come over here?
Years actually.
Huh?
Okay, so I almost made a mistake. I almost sent Mojo the link for the microscope. I don't think she really would have cared about that. Sorry about that. Let's get the actual invite out for you. If you want to come up on panel,
Happy birthday, Mojo.
copy the link, please. Thank you.
Oh, Tiger always lived here. I thought she was. I thought she lived in England. No, I didn't know she was illegal. That's funny. Or maybe I did know she lived here and I just forgot. I thought she was in England though.
Yeah. It's very interesting, though, the way this the show is shaping up this morning. 19 people today. So yesterday, a lot of morning people on the show yesterday, which was
Like a stowaway. Sorry, what, Michelle?
I said we didn't have a lot of people on the morning show yesterday. It was kind of quiet.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why that was, but I guess somebody said the Noodles is streaming at the same time, so that's fine. Noodles has been having a lot of issues in his life because of his mother passing away. So,
He was at Andrea's yesterday in the morning.
uh,
Was he live on his channel too?
oh, he was on Andrew's channel?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even know Andrew S. from Scotland was even streaming yesterday.
No, Andrea, she's from a different community, but he may have gone live with her early in the morning.
I thought that was a speech problem. Okay, so Andrea is another
Yeah.
in that community, and then we have Andrew S., which is in this community, but I haven't seen him around much.
Yeah, he's not that nice, so it's fine if he doesn't come around.
He can be nice, but especially if he stays off the sauce.
Oh, okay. Is that what triggers him being in a bad mood? I don't know. He seemed nice when I was at your channel a couple years ago, and then lately he was like really rude to me. But I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of a princess like that. Like if someone's rude to me, I'm like, all right,
Well,
off you
yeah,
go,
we
man.
have a lot going on in this life too. All of us do, various reasons. The thing is because he's been working extra hard and doesn't really have much time to chill out.
Okay, thank you, Red. I don't know what that is, but I'll try to remember that. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Red. And I was like, oh no, because I'd seen some cancer doctor say that that's a myth, that sugar fuels cancer. And I went in to get one of my contrast dyes, the PET scan, and they said that the dye, you have to fast before your test, because when they give you the dye, it's mixed in with some sort of glucose, and so the cancer cells will reuptake the
Right.
glucose faster than regular parts of your body. So I don't know why there's a cancer doctor saying that sugar is a myth and that it doesn't fuel it, because apparently
Let's put it this way.
that's
In the parallels we all
not a
understand,
myth.
you want to add glucose to the dye, but if the cells are already full from already having a sugar smorgasbord, they're not going to want to eat the dye. You see what I'm saying? But if
No.
the cells are
What?
hungry, they're going to eat the glucose and they with the dye.
Right. But I don't know why there's somebody that says that she's a cancer expert who's saying, don't worry about having sugar in your diet. That's just a myth. Like, it seems kind of
I mean, that's true,
irresponsible if she is saying that and it's not true.
applications too. I mean, it can send your A1C right up there if you eat too much sugar at one time.
Well, I'm
And
not worried. I
I
don't have diabetes. I'm not worried about that right now.
was tested. My A1C is normal. My blood sugar is normal. Um, so that's a good thing. I mean, I still enjoy sugar now and then. I still enjoy binging. Um, but I'm trying not to go crazy with the sweet stuff. Yeah, that stuff is as hard as crack. They're trying not to eat too much sugar, and yeah, all of a sudden you're gonna go to your sugar junkie. Go, hey, I need another fix. Quick, give me some ice cream.
I'm not willing to give up ice cream.
I'm not willing to give up ice cream. I eat too much of it once in a while.
Okay, Red, thank you. Yeah, that's kind of crazy if that's true. That seems so unethical. Is Mojo up here? Tiger said to keep an eye out. Damocles, is that true? Did Andrew have a former life experience? That's
Yeah.
not funny, I'm sorry.
Well,
Did Andrew know you in a former life?
Hyacin, Hermes. What is this? Is that a plant? No, Invectin. It's okay. I know what that is. Make good.
Ivermectin. Yeah, there's that. I've heard of that Damocles, and then there's another word. I can't remember it without looking it up, but there's another
Please,
anti-parasitic drug.
we're not medical doctors. Please do not strike us. We're not trying to give medical advice. Please, we're trying to just talk. We're not trying to give medical diagnosis. YouTube is really picky about that. If they think you're trying to act as medical doctors, hell, they've even stricken medical doctors too. Even though they showed the medical licenses, and then YouTube.
Mojo,
Oh wait, you are a board certified medical physician? Oh well, sorry, we still can't give medical advice on our channel. Oh really? That's kind of stupid.
Mojo, I had to click that I want my camera and mic to be on, and the first time, and then it pulled up the studio, and then I clicked turn it off.
You just turn it
But
off.
I
Turn it
gave it.
live.
You
Just
have to give.
and don't worry about it. The way I set up now is even if you were on camera, you're not going to necessarily be on screen. I can still mute your camera on this side too, which is good for preventing porn bombing. You have a chance to turn it off. Yeah, it's easy. It's just like StreamYards. You don't have to leave it on.
Yeah, but she has to say she gives permission for it to use her camera and mic to get through that first wall, and
Right.
then she can turn it off. That's what I was trying to say.
And then once the software is initialized, you can still mute your camera.
Yeah,
Or
you can still turn your camera button off.
it's not that hard to do. You don't need to be on camera.
And thank you guys in the chat for your advice and your encouragement. That's very kind of you.
Yeah. And say, I mean, like I said, as we're trying to still turn it off before you go live. Yes, it does.
Right, Tiger. That's what I was trying to say.
And right now, since my screen is the main screen, and I can make sure it is, I can highlight this and say Michelle's screen is the main screen. And other people could come up on camera and they won't see them.
Right, Michelle.
That's porn bomb protection for you right there. So, I mean, what's the weather like right now where you are? Is it warm or is it chilly?
Where I'm at, it's nice today. I don't think it's either one. It's really pretty outside.
What's the temperature like out there?
I'll have to minimize this window to check if you want to wait a second.
Okay.
And I don't know if it'll make me leave the studio, but I'll try.
It doesn't matter if you do. I can always put you back on if you do.
Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
All right. It says the high today is in the 80s.
Oh, that's nice for you, for Texas. I mean, it's warm, it's sunny. Now, are you guys seeing any smoke from any of the wildfires that are down by Texas right now?
Oh, yeah. It says breaking news. Deadly Texas wildfire rate.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been burning now for a few days now. If I pull up the map I have on my phone, on my screen here, we'll see what I'm talking about here. So let's go to the NFSC map. So hit share screen and go over here and put it on my screen. See, right now, so there's the fire information. So now let me go over here. So this is terrible for me. My eyesight is terrible tracking this cursor. Look at it. So it's a button that says, "Hey, make this easier." All right. So here's the part of the map you want to see. This is Texas area here. Let's zoom in on this. I don't know if you knew any of those places, but it's close to the Houston. There's also some fires in Louisiana. There's some in Arkansas. There's a couple burning in Oklahoma. And some in the northern areas of Texas Panhandle. So that's pretty sad that things are on fire right now. You know what I'm saying? So let me just get my switch back to me. So yeah, it's just kind of it's kind of sad though about the fire. Things are burning. If it makes any sense. So, oh, you accidentally muted her. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to mute you by mistake. Anyway, so you saw the fire map there. What did you think about that?
The fire map?
Well, I just showed it on the screen. Well, you didn't see it because that's why you were off.
No, I looked at it, but I couldn't really see the Texas part. I only saw the top half of the U.S. and into Canada. That's interesting that they have a fire map. I found that a couple of days ago. that there's a there's a website that tracks all the maps on a
Yep,
yearly basis globally.
it does. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's looking for patterns, I think, which I think is going to be important because there are some places that are getting warmer. Yeah, there you go.
So this is your area right here.
Yes, to the west of Dallas.
Yeah, you also got someone on in the north, in the Panhandle of Texas too.
Right.
So it's kind of scary to see that all these fires burning. I mean, are all these fires natural, or are these set, or a combination of both?
I think they said that the one in Texas was man-made, but I haven't seen any news on it since then.
Yeah. So they're gonna zoom in on it, show us where they are. I don't know anything in these areas. David Crockett National Park. There's small towns that are on fire right now. So just zooming on here, you can see it better. Right now, it looks like most. It's something that you never hear them say on Star Trek Voyager. Mr. Tuvok, minimize. Thank you.
That's true, Red. I think so.
Fires nearby too.
Yeah. I live in a area near some businesses, so I told my kids they'll probably put the fires out here because they may not, we're not out in the country area. That's where it would be hard to get as much help as if you're outside city limits.
Let me zoom in on Arkansas. It seems like there's quite a few burning up there. National parks. Springdale, Fort Smith. Looks like there's a little fire near Texarkana. Oh well, not really right near Texarkana. It's closer to Oklahoma, but Fort Smith definitely looks like there's a fire there. In Oklahoma, there's some small fires as well. So it definitely looks like something's going on. It looks like it's. Here's the thing that's really shocking, though. Let me get my cursor back on the screen here.
Mojo, did you have your mic turned off too?
You'll see that there's some fires going on in Florida as well, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi. There's a lot of fires going on. So I wonder if those some of this are. Oh, I think some of these are natural. I think some of them are possibly arson. I think it could be a combination of both. Some could be accidentally set fires, like people throwing burning cigarettes out of cars and things like that.
Right. The one in Texas, when they said it was man-made, they didn't know or didn't say yet whether it was intentional or not. But it's unfortunate because, any fire could be unfortunate, but whenever they played the dispatch and the firefighters were saying there's no exits, that was heartbreaking because I don't know if they mean they weren't going to be able to make it out alive or if they meant the people that lived there weren't, or the cattle, or
sometimes when they do controlled burns, they unfortunately can sometimes get out of control, and that's a scary thought. When you do a controlled burn, it means to get rid of excess underbrush. That sometimes the fires get out of control.
Well, it's not controlled if they let it get out of control, though, is it?
Right. So, Texas 1SD is not a wildfire. How many of those fires are near bases? Good question. I don't know. I know the one of them was near a nuclear weapons manufacturing facility.
That's what I was about to say, Michelle. One of my friends said that it was near a nuclear weapons facility, and if that's true, and it was man-made, then I'm wondering if that was a terrorism or domestic terrorism act.
But that would sound more suspicious.
Very much
Even
so.
more scary, the fact is that um, the military or the manufacturer had to evacuate the plant for safety reasons. But
Well,
what about the fissile material? You don't want radioactive radiation mixing in with smoke for reasons that's pretty clear. You know, you'll be inhaling radioactive smoke. Maybe that might be good for lung cancer. Maybe. Um, but smoke is never good for the lungs anyway. Even if it's the kind that's tobacco rolled up in paper that you set a light and then put in your mouth, it's still bad for you. 50, 70-mile-an-hour winds. Yes,
oh,
I
that's
remember.
sad, David. Red, you think this is a New World Order plan coming to fruition?
I think the world order is actually is finding a lot of hard trips, especially in Europe right now. The farmers have been protesting the European Union's Green New Deal. You think Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez created that? No, she didn't. The Green New Deal was a World Economic Forum idea. And the farmers in Europe are like, we don't want you importing products from other countries when they're not even following the rules that we have regarding chemicals and pesticide use.
Oh, wow.
Able to buy European Union products.
I'm wondering why the farmers want there to be more cancer-causing agents used on the food, though.
Now, the farmers are saying is that if we're not allowed to use the pesticides and poisons that they are, we don't want the food here. Also, it's cutting into our bottom lines.
I'm not sure if I understand
Yeah.
their culture there. Because here it seems like people have been fighting against, was it Monsanto? I can't remember the name of the company. Some company that was putting
Well,
pesticides.
Monsanto Bayer is certainly the biggest supplier of pesticides and chemicals.
Right. And don't they keep saying it's safe and stuff? That's why they are out there
Of course, the
putting it
company's
on our food.
saying it's safe because they want to sell more of them.
But there are people that work in those industries that end up getting
Right.
terminal illnesses, I think. That's interesting, Red. That's going to be sad if that's the case.
Well, right now, the farmers are still important no matter what you do it. If you don't have farmers, you don't have food. You don't have food, you don't have life.
I'm pretty sure that we could produce a lot of our own food.
Yeah, if we eat ourselves.
Yeah, just for ourselves, not for all our neighbors, but
yeah,
it's just going to be hard because if they keep putting things into the water and putting things into the soil, it's eventually going to be permanently poisoned.
We already are being poisoned. That's what the EPA was originally created.
Well, it's a bit
air, water, and soil. Green New Deal or not, the real reason why Richard Nixon created the EPA was to do with pollution.
Yeah.
And the EPA should stick by its original mandate to make sure that we all have safe, clean air, water, and soil. Don't worry about the Green New Deal stuff. Focus on environmental pollution first. And at the same time, we'll actually be dealing with the Green New Deal. And the most important thing is we need to plant more plants and trees. That's the Green New Deal to me. That's my version of the Green New Deal. I know it sounds funny, but no, I'm being serious, folks. Yeah. But then again, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez also wants all the illegal votes. Even at her own town hall in her home district, people got mad and said, all you want is illegal votes. You don't care about your constituents. You don't care about the people of your district.
Is that the lady with the crazy eyes?
Yes. That's the one. I mean, she's kind of cute, but the problem is that she doesn't got a brain to go with the cuteness, though.
Mojo said that she's not able to get the volume to turn on.
Uh, I don't know. Really, she couldn't even get her microphone to work.
Right. Are you able to have more than one person up here with this restream thing? If I drop down, would she be able to come up?
Yeah. Okay. Do I see somebody to come on? Oh no, I don't see anyone right now. But still, it makes me think though about all the craziness that's going on.
Chicky Mama says that she has her own chickens. That's awesome that they're free ranged. If I could do anything different as a consumer, one of the things I would like to do is to buy meat or eggs from farms that I know the animals are treated well.
You
I
know,
know there's ways to find them, but I just not.
the funny
Sorry.
thing about the food in the store, a lot of it's processed into its usability.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess everybody to come up here. Tiger wants to come back on.
And I've seen people say that the chickens that say they're free range are not.
Hi.
They're
Okay, Mojo, your volume is working. What happens is when you come on this, you can hear the panel straight away, but you're backstage. You're not on panel yet. You're still backstage, even though you can hear what's going on. That's why you think your volume. You think Michelle can't hear you. Michelle didn't see you. So if you try again,
Yeah, come on. I'll try to be sure to watch the screen more than trying to show other things on the screen at once, like the fire map and stuff.
Yeah, especially if it's her birthday today. I hope she can come up.
Absolutely.
And we've got 2 people up there, so obviously you can have more than 2.
Okay, thank you, Tiger. Tiger, I didn't know you're in America.
Yeah, I've been here 10 years.
That's so cute.
I haven't actually lived in England for, I can't even remember, because I actually came here from Belgium. And I lived in Belgium for 7 years, maybe.
So
and then
you're an
before that,
international traveler.
Yeah, then I lived in Italy before that for 5 years or something.
Wow.
So I actually haven't lived in England for over 20 years.
And you still have a thick accent.
Yeah.
That's so cute. I have a relative from New York City, and he still sounds like he was just there yesterday.
So what do you think about the United States versus Belgium now? From when you were there in Belgium, what did you think about the United States versus Belgium?
It was a bit more backwards, and Italy was very much backwards as well.
Really?
Yeah,
like old world
but
type stuff?
much more. Like people go out a lot more community. Like the bar was open 24 hours, but people go down there and just get a coffee at all hours. It was different, very different.
More sociable.
Yeah, more sociable. Like here, people don't go to the bar. In England, like especially if you're single and you're young, people just go to the bar all the time, go out with their friends, especially weekends. But here, I don't know where people go. Like women
go
do not go out
online.
on their own. Women do not go down the bar on their own here.
Well, don't forget things have changed in the United States a lot since social media too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So there's less publicly rubbing elbows, if you will. It's more online now. And let's be honest, going to the bar is expensive.
True.
You know. So that makes a difference. Different environment, different changes. I'm sure even in Europe it's changed too. You know.
Yeah, it's got pricey, but when I just went back to England, I went down the pub every day just to meet up with people and catch up with everybody. It's like the hangout place where everybody goes. There's maybe
this
it's
still
me.
thing over there, the pub life in the UK, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Or in the United States, usually the only people that are returning people to the bar are either singer swingers or they're alcoholics looking for another beer.
They
Social.
may they may have do they have stronger or less strong, bless you, DWI laws there? I know here some people stay home to drink because going out is a risk, of getting
Yeah,
caught or eventually losing
and
your
it's
license.
nothing to get a taxi. I mean, it's a few quid, and it's nothing to just jump. Everything's closer, I guess, in England as well. Like going
Yeah.
to the bar, it's only up the road, so you just jump in a taxi,
Oh,
and
okay.
you jump in a taxi back. It's not a big deal. Whereas here, I think, well, especially where I am at the minute, I'm in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere. But in DC, to get in a taxi, go to a bar, I mean, it was expensive.
Right. And also, is the alcohol in Europe like lower concentration than here, or is it?
Oh, it's higher. Beer is a lot stronger.
I've heard that about vodka in Russia. They like you could use it as a blowtorch or something.
Yeah. I think that's what you're saying. You
But
can
there's some
actually
vodka there
get
that's
the
like really
alcohol
strong.
strong enough that you can, you know, almost use it like fuel source.
Yeah.
I married a Polish man, and I went to Poland, and that was very, very behind. It was weird. I was like rich because they had no money, like Polish at the time. And I went to a restaurant and actually had a waiter standing behind me, waiting on me, like not
Really?
a
Oh, that's
normal
nice.
waiter, like an actual personal one. But it was cheap. It was cost what it would cost in England to go out for a normal meal. It was
What if you
weird.
didn't want him to stand behind you? Would he move?
It's usual for
Yeah, if I,
strip
I
bar restaurant.
didn't have to reach for anything. It was weird.
Oh,
I didn't like it.
nice. I was gonna say it'd make me uncomfortable, especially
Appreciate
It
that.
did make me
behind me.
uncomfortable.
We're always trying to
And
recommend to have a designated driver,
when
which would
when
be
we went
kind of
to the
funny
bar in
because
Poland,
imagine if, like, say, Noodles got drunk and I was the only one that was sober. Then I'd be like,
No,
I see you driving
Michelle,
home, and you're
in
like,
that
all of a sudden the police
situation,
says, "Hey, have you been drinking, ma'am?" "No, I'm the designated driver, but you're legally blind." "Yeah, I know. I don't know if I'm any safer."
Michelle, I'd rather Noodles drove drunk than you drove. Let's just put it that way.
drive. So
Yeah. So, but how did you get to the bar in the first place? If I was saying, "Oh, I took my," we might say, if I took a cab to the bar first, right? Then I went up to go, "Oh shit, my car is still sitting in the Brass Horse parking lot. I need another cab just to go back and to get a car. Next time I'll hail the cab the first time." You sound like Seal Hater. Nah, not really.
I
Why does he
used to go
think
on
Seal
some good
Hater?
pub crawls when I was younger, Michelle, in England. In my
Yeah.
little town, there was about 15 pubs, and you could like walk to them all. So if you made it to the last pub, you were pretty drunk.
Very different situation. Beers are 5% alcohol by volume in the U.S.
it's like a marathon tiger.
Yeah. I don't drink anymore now, though. Long gone are them
Like you
days.
can see which one you can make it to and compete with your friends.
I mean, like when I was on my show, my birthday on the 11th, it was like I was really out of it. Michelle was really out of it, and like next thing you know, I just opened up my yap, and everybody had. I suddenly had a chance to hear me get mad at Michelle. I
That was
watched the
very
replay.
weird. You got so pissed up, Michelle. You were drunk as a fart. Then you looked, I thought she's going to fall asleep in a minute, but you didn't. All of a sudden, Lumi jumps up and starts going crazy. She was jealous over Carmen Miranda.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Well, still jealous of Carmen Miranda.
She called her all sorts of names.
But at least me and Carmen Miranda at least kind of worked it out. I just nicely reminded her. I said, "Look, I'm married to Michelle in this lifetime. I have no control about the next lifetime because the way we wrote our life charts for the next life is Michelle will be a free agent. So Michelle will be dating some people here and there. If you want to date Michelle in the next life, that's absolutely fine. But in this life, hands off.
Hands off, Carmen Miranda. You have been told. It didn't
It's like
stop
when
you though,
That's
Michelle.
fine. Um,
You've still been frolicking with Carmen Miranda.
there was a famous pub crawl in Edinburgh where there were about 100 pubs, and hardly anyone ever makes it all the way around all those pubs.
Oh my God, how could you? That would be 100 drinks.
Ay, ay, ay,
what
ay.
do they really make you crawl from pub to pub?
That would be
You're
kind of.
crawling by the end of it.
That's what I call it, pub
By
crawl.
accident.
So that's kind of scary to think about, though. Winston used to have a lot of bars. I think
Did
a
it?
bar is different than a pub because a bar is like just a drinking thing. A pub is more of a social thing.
Yeah, it is different. When I go back to England, it's totally. I miss that. I really miss
I
that.
mean,
I've never
in a
found
pub or
never
what's
found
a
that in
public
England.
house is it?
Belgium, yes, Belgium's the same as England, but America, no. And Italy was the same as England.
The only thing
America,
that would be similar between an American bar and an English pub is you have a television watching sporting event, even if it's a different sporting
mm,
event. Um, other
everyone
than that,
knows
people go
everybody
to
in
the
the local
bar,
pub.
they may meet up with somebody here. It's like American bars are like British pub wannabes, but they're just not the same.
British pub wannabes.
So it's a very different environment.
Mm.
By the way, we have 92 followers on Kick right now.
Oh wow, that's amazing, Michelle. Good for you. You only
Right,
wanted
we're watching right now on
75
Kick.
or 85.
Yeah, well now we're monetized on Kick. So please understand, guys, if you were a member or donating on one, you do not have to be a member and donate on the other. But I would humbly ask if you could at least let other people know about the other one because we want to really grow both networks.
You have grown that network, Michelle. Kick. You can't
Yeah.
moan about that. You got nearly 100, Michelle.
Oh yeah, I'm growing. I'm growing. Absolutely. Now the nice thing about being a follower though, and that's free, is that you do get notifications when we go live over there on Kick. So you can't say, did you go live already? Because I didn't get a notification.
That's a good point,
I
Red.
get it in my email every time Noodles goes live, for example.
Michelle, Lumi isn't even American, is she?
Um,
Or
Lumi
is she?
is an American issue.
No, is Lumi an American citizen? Well, not.
No, I'm not.
No.
I don't even
Isn't
have a
she
green
from
card.
Germany or something? Isn't where was she born?
I was born and raised originally in Sweden, and then my family moved to Kampi, Finland, which is outside of the center
So,
of Helsinki.
so you're. But
And
did you ever go to America and settle there?
um, did I ever go over to America when I was alive and settle here? No, I didn't.
So you are an illegal alien.
You can say I'm illegal, as I said. I don't even have a green card. So if they wanted to deport me back to Finland, the first question is what happens to Michelle? If she's an American and we're in the same body, that the immigration would have a real nightmare on their hands. Wait, we can't send money back because we're going to be deporting an American citizen, which lives with her in the same body. Hey, I'm a lawyer. I want to work for you. Oh, really? You can't deport an American born here. She was born and raised in this country. Go get another beer. You're drunk enough. Really, that would be really complicated.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right on that front because I think you, Michelle, can vouch for her.
No, I'm not crossing crime online. I don't like to cross harm anyway. But it certainly would be Immigration, Customs, and Border Patrol would really have a hard time figuring out what to do with me. Because the reason I shared this body with an American-born person. I was originally born in Sweden, and then at the time Finland was a duchy of Sweden.
Okay, Michelle. So before Lumi entered your body, did you know her?
Yes,
How long had you known her?
I've known her since I was very young, about 3 years old, so about 1971, 72.
So Lumi's been with you since you were 3.
Yeah,
But where was she before she was in your body?
she was
Why
just a
wasn't
spirit. She was just a spirit guide.
well, why
That's all.
wasn't she happy just doing that? Why did she have to come in?
Oh, I invited her in because
Oh,
this body
okay.
was built for 2. This body, from the very beginning, right out of the factory, was built for 2 souls.
Oh,
The rule
okay.
is I had to invite Gloomy in. So I asked her to move in, and she said fine. So we did. So and then later on, about a year later, we got married, and then we've been married ever since.
Where did you get married?
On 2011, May 1st.
No, where?
Um, we actually did the ceremony right here in the apartment, but we
Oh,
just didn't broadcast it.
you didn't broadcast it.
We didn't broadcast.
Was there an exchange of anything like rings or
No,
some people give
just
necklaces? Or...
vows. No, Mother Asa
Okay.
officiated the whole ceremony.
Oh wow.
You gotta
Who
remember,
else
a
was
lot of
there?
people would have thought Michelle was a bunch of Fruit Loops back then. They still think I'm Fruit Loops. They do, but they're really. I think we just kind of kept it quiet. So Mother Asa officiated the ceremony. We didn't really talk
Wait, hang
about it to
on.
anybody since. Just let them know that
So you proposed to Lumi, I guess, or did Lumi
I
propose
proposed
to
to
you?
Lumi, and she then later counter proposed to me, and we both said yes. And that's when Mother Asna said, "Well, I can officiate the ceremony between the 2 of you."
So did you physically like go and sit at a table and invite the spirits in
Yes,
and do this, or were you lying in your bed and
I was
and
sitting on the
you
I was
channeled
sitting on
it?
the couch actually. We were sitting on the couch first, and then we moved to the kitchen table, and then and Mother Esna said, "As far as I'm concerned, your marriage is acceptable to me because I think the 2 of you are going to be going doing great things together as a couple.
But
Because you wrote this
you were on your
letter
own when you
2015
did
here in the
this, I
same
guess.
body, so because
Were you
that's
on
why
your
the
own when
body's
you
built
did
the way
this,
it is.
Michelle?
It's built for 2
Were you
souls.
on your own?
Go ahead.
Were you on your own when you got married?
I was living on my own at the time before we were married. Ed wasn't even here. He was just
Oh,
living in an apartment down the hall from me.
oh, okay.
So he's not a vampire. She's not a vampire at all. I would say me and Lumi are very much like your typical married couple, except we have one body instead of 2 separate ones. And it's been a wonderful union. We have never had a problem being married to each other. Never had. It's been a
No.
wonderful marriage.
Well, you've had a few arguments, Michelle. Come on. But
Well, we have
everybody has
arguments. We
arguments.
have arguments. All couples have arguments. We certainly do.
Yeah.
So that's just the reality of it. Everybody has arguments.
Yeah. especially when you're with someone 24 hours a day. I mean, you can't even get away.
Well, that's the nice thing is I can also quietly, because Michelle and I can both travel independent of each other spiritually. We can go away from each other for a while. The problem is Michelle likes to mind the store, so to speak, because technically her body's got the name. You know, her body is her main vessel, so she doesn't like to leave it unattended. So one time, actually, Michelle wasn't feeling at all well mentally, so she went back to the whole healing, and I stayed here. It was night, so Michelle left, and I had to watch the body. I never felt so alone in my life because I realized that I was in charge of somebody else's body that normally they took care of the things, and now I am dealing with the oh my god, what if I have to? What if the phone rings? What if someone knocks on the door? What am I supposed to act like Michelle? I'm not Michelle. I don't want to pretend I'm
Oh
Michelle.
my
That would be
God.
so creepy. That's why we agreed that Michelle went back to the whole healing for a while. That it would be at night for 2 nights, so that she would come back in the day to deal with her day to day life.
And did it work? Did it work,
Yeah,
the
we're
Hall of
trying.
Healing?
And then when I came back, I kept getting all confused because like like it was like a loss of time.
Wow. I wish I could do this.
Well,
What's it
it
called?
can be done. People can do it,
Astral.
but you just need to make sure that in fact people who have what they call multiple personality disorders or dissociative disorders do that instinctually. But the problem is, it's the same feeling. It's like when the two personalities they swap in and
Yeah,
swap
but
out. When
I
they're
don't
swapped
think
out, they don't
everyone
know
can
what's
do it,
going on.
Michelle. Not everybody can do it. I think you think everybody can do it, but not everybody can do it. Great
Well,
question,
it's just
Mojo.
like when me and Michelle do astral travel. We kind of forget that not everybody's mastered that either.
Yeah, I can't astral travel. Hey, Michelle, what does Lumi look like?
You saw a picture when I was close to Lou. I looked like with the brown hair wig and
Yeah,
on
yeah,
camera.
yeah. She has a channel, Mojo. I don't know if you're sub to Lumi.
Yes, I have a channel.
And she's made some videos and stuff, so you can see her.
So
Put
I got
Lumi's
brown
channel in,
hair
or Lumi.
color and long hair. And
Advertise her channel,
the wig that
Michelle, or Lumi.
Michelle was given is pretty close to what my hair really looked like. This is in here. Let's see if we can find it. Here it is. It's in camera it looked darker than it really is, but it's also a little snarly. I got it.
That's her hair.
This we got it upside down. That's why. Oh, okay. All right. So this is the wig. The lacing's in the front, Michelle. You don't want to put it on now, do you? No, you don't have to put it on now. Just let's see. This is this it? This is the front.
Yeah.
This is the front of the wig. Lacing's in the front. They really got to style this. It is messy.
Well, I don't think you should store it balled up in a carrier bag.
I
It should be on
I
like
need a foam wig head.
Yeah, you need one of them. They're not expensive, are they? Those
Going in the
polystyrene
drawers
ones.
kind of sucks. Yeah, it does.
Or have you got an old brush? Take the end off a brush and
So,
I don't know, sticks.
so where's the front of it?
Improvise.
This is the front here. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the front. Okay, so this is the face. Um, and I need to get some static art on it too. Basically, this is the wig right here.
Yeah, you need to brush it.
I can brush it. Yeah, I have a brush. Figures.
Looks like that thing off the Addams Family.
So it's kind of cute.
Cousin
But right now, like I said, I can use a foam wig head. I can put that on my wish list. It would be nice to have something that
Yeah, because
mannequin.
it's nice though.
It's a cute wig. This is good. I got it.
Yeah.
You guys slip it on? I could try. Let's see. I gotta take my headphones off. Hold on a
Yeah,
minute.
slip it
Hold on
on.
a minute. Let's see if I get this on real quick here. Okay. This goes lacing in the front, Michelle. What's up for the ears? Oh. Oh my god. I'm trying to get the sound real quick, and it's like
Lumi!
there's also straps too for adjusting it. All right,
There you go. That's Lumi.
here. This is the wig here. Michelle's just throwing it out real quick here.
That is what Lumi looks like, Mojo.
Heat wigs. All right, so that's the ears. Yeah, it kind of hit the ears underneath the.
It's all right. I like that color on you, Michelle.
So that's what the wig looks like.
Very nice.
So you guys
Your
want
ears
to
are
see it. You
poking
see
out
it
the back.
mentioned in the Brian K. rap video, in case you didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. The rap video is amazing.
Speaking of that, let's play that. Let's play that rap video.
Yeah, let's play it. Go, Michelle.
I know he worked on that. Let's see if I can get it here. It's right.
I'm going to get up and dance.
Here's the rap video we're talking about, guys.
The following video is, I'm going to be honest when I say it before you watch this, may upset a whole bunch of you. And frankly, I'm afraid to tell you, honey, it has to happen.
What am I looking for exactly?
Take it back before she starts to blame me. Do you know the lady named MicheleMarieDalene? She's the one that can cause a real scene. Also has the title of a mother.
Actually, should actually play together a while.
Her whole life, but when she is screaming, she is getting all the likes. She barely even tries, and she's done it with knives. But I bet you her tenor that she'll show you a good time.
Me and Michelle play well together.
Sitting in the snow palette, sleeping all the way. In a chair covered in rusty hair. Don't expect expectation from the queen. Watch long enough and you know just what I mean. Not spitting out the shade and trying to throw the doubt. Just watch a little bit, tune in and figure out. But be warned, it's hard to look away. It's almost like a trap from a serpent with a gaze. Or maybe from some forces at the team. I swear to you, my friend, it's like a fever dream. And the show is just about to start. I'm saving all the clips of my favorite part. A theater for insane minds. Don't forget that she is legally blind. Give it a little bit, and I'm sure that she will ban me. Then I get banned by the demon that collude me. Yes, you heard me right. It's the one that said ahead. It's one MicheleMarieDalene from the racing said. Lisa things about the one who brought the roaches. Ed is coming back as the summertime approaches. Getting cool beers with pulling those trains streaming from the front porch. Even when it won't practice late, maybe Dory's coming back. Bet that she exploded and by that I mean with fat. If you think that she will be boring, then no worry about it, bro. She's stuck up in torrent. Then funny ain't it though that she used to be a sister. Comes good and con, she is not like Krista, not even close. It's not the same thing on top of all the shit. She also was a thief. So you know she likes the tits that are so pretty, especially the ones that hang on.
The one that hangs on Tiger King.
Oh, I look chill with her hair like that. With she had her hair.
Because he ain't gonna get much rent. Truth be told, I don't give a damn. He a damn good man, and he got a good plan. He the one getting Ed loaded up in the van. Guess you heard me right, other words I said. If you don't believe me, go ahead, ask Fred. He probably playing that to the well. Go ahead, hit him up, be a real good pal. So spark it up now, and let's smoke a bolt and tune into the Queen with David Bordeaux. They got a good show with the chill ass flow. Hope Michelle don't kill them all with his no. Kinda like the way that she did to Pete, but Rich, god damn it, this is good ass beat. Hope again, Michelle, and you can meet and watch the documentary with drama to read. The phones are coming back as well as smack old cat scenes. Michelle's site finally got back on the right track. I don't know that much what the future be holding, but I can say right now that it's gonna be real golden. It's gonna be a lot better than it was, at least. Much better than it was. That fucking on the church.
Well, Tommy Kemper, welcome to the show.
Hi, Tommy. This is Michelle's rap song. Woo!
That was created by Brian K. Yeah, it was. There you go, guys.
Fantastic.
That was for Brian K.
And that is number one in the Apex community.
Yep.
Number one in the charts.
You'll have to actually have to do chorus. That's okay. So anyway, this is the wig. So this is so I'm gonna get one of those wig heads. So let me just take this off. It's hot. It is hot. Definitely.
Well, that was fun, Michelle.
So we need to get Lumi a full wig head. You know, for the hair. The the thing that's interesting is that somebody has said, does Lumi play World of Warcraft? And the answer is we play together. But even on the days when we don't stream it, we are still playing the game quietly in the background. I ain't never actually played it by myself though. No. But I mean I played it with Michelle. Um I think that confuses a lot of people.
Well, Michelle, I really do have to get on. I still have stickers on my windows that I have to remove from it
Yeah.
being a new house. So I said I have to do it today because I've been saying I was going to do it every day, but so today is
All
the
the
day.
stickers in the windows.
Yeah, the new windows. So they've got
Advertising by the manufacturer.
yeah, all this shit all over them.
Oh,
So
she went
thank
to
you.
me.
It's been a
Yeah, I
fun stream,
understand. That's
Michelle.
cool. You know.
It's been a fun stream, and thank you. Everyone have a great day, and I'll catch you all later.
Absolutely. It's almost time to get ready to wrap it up anyway. So I got to see the week again. Yeah. So, ooh, I gotta get it. So maybe I'll put a foam wig head on the show. Maybe I'll put the foam wig heads on that look a little more like an actual face. Maybe you can put when that looks like a mannequin face. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe the kind of wig head face, the foam, not that's the more expensive ones though. Yeah, they are. Those things are pretty good. This is a cheap wig, but this is a nice wig that was given me by Wiggy. Wiggy. Another Wiggy thing. Gave some hair to Lumi in the form of a wig. That's the name, Wiggy. Oh, anyway. So, everybody, I want to say thank you. Yes, that's Wiggy me. This is the one that Michelle got for me, which looked like something from Asia. Yeah, well, I don't know where that went to. I don't know. Maybe someone else decided to borrow it and never came back. So everybody, thank you for coming, and I really appreciate you being here this morning. We'll try to get some World of Warcraft in this afternoon as I intended, and so I can't tell you what time. Just watch the space, watch the kick space, and you'll know when we're live. So if you haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing. Turn on the notifications so we can hear when Michelle and I go live on Kick this afternoon. Right. Yes, please do, guys. Show your appreciation. Hit the likes. It does help with the algorithm. I don't exactly know how it does, but it does help. So I really would love to have more people come on the show. I'm very glad that the software worked out fine today, as I got a little bit better with it. If you are a Restream.io user, you can use the software as part of your package. And so you don't have to pay separate packets for StreamYards to use Kick or any just use Restream.io. I'll take care of everything. But for now, we're going to get ready to let you guys go. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow or tonight, this afternoon. But if you don't want to watch the gaming, at least you can come check out Silver Moon Radio tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, United States. We got 3 hours of music. We haven't figured out what it's going to be yet, but we'll find something. Maybe we might play some of the older records that Michelle has that hasn't been played in a while. Yeah, so it might be a little sleepy, but we'll see. But for now, guys, see you later. So go out there, have a great day, and may your day be good today. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, everybody.